This is Nick Kirpin here for New England Basecamp, and today I'm going to be going over a skill that is useful from Tiger Cub through, of course, being past an Eagle Scout, and that is how to fold an American flag. So, the good news is, even if you don't have an American flag, I can still teach you how. It turns out, it's the same process as folding a paper football. The bad news is, being at home without access to my troops gear, I don't have a demo flag for you guys, so I myself will be using just a normal sheet of paper. I've drawn the field where the stars would be just so that we can orient it properly. So, let's get to it. The first step, let's just make sure that this is in frame. Yeah. The first step is going to be very important. Let me just get my square on both sides here. And that is, you're going to fold your flag in half, but you're going to keep your field, the stars on the bottom. If you're doing this as part of a color guard, you would have at least 3 people involved, one holding here, and one keeping the flag from touching something. However, if we're folding a paper football, again, here's where the field is. That's going to be down. We don't have to worry about it touching the table or not. And the second thing we're going to do is now fold this in half again. And notice, in doing so, we have our blue field up. If we had done it the other way and we had started with the blue facing up, and this is like the second most common thing I see people do wrong, when you fold it, now you'll only see red and white stripes, which isn't very useful at all, so make sure blue down, and we're folding over. Now, the next thing that we want to make sure we do correctly is knowing which side gets folded first. If we start with the blue side again, by the time we finish, we're not going to see the stars, so instead we're going to start over on the stripe side, and we're going to start making right triangles. And you want to fold all the way to the edge of the flag so that you have a nice triangle. So we're going to fold sideways, forwards. Notice we still have that 90-degree angle. It's just rotating sideways the other way. Forwards, sideways, forwards. And when we get to the end, we don't have enough material left to do another fold, so it's time to tuck the tail of the flag in. And the way we do that, rather than just trying to jam this whole tab in there, is we're going to fold this corner so that it mirrors the edge of the flag down here. And that way, when we tuck into the flap, it has a place to go. And it slides right in, and you'll know you've folded a flag correctly when you can't see anything but the blue and the white. You won't see any flashes of red down in there. Clearly the square I drew for the field was too small because it doesn't quite get there. So, one thing, here we go, here is our folded American flag, or paper football if that's what you're going for. One thing I want to note that's going to make this whole process much easier, especially if you're using it on a real flag, and that is most flags have grommets along this back edge. You know, they'll have a fringe with the grommets where it attaches to the flagpole. To keep the flag as square as possible on your first fold, what you actually want to do is offset those grommets slightly so that they're not on top of each other. And this will do two things for us. One, it gives us this lip of the field that here that you can still see. So it serves as a buffer to make sure that our end result actually has blue all the way around. And two, it again makes the flag fold flatter, so you're less likely to have a hump that messes with your ability to put it in its case or ruins the aesthetic. And then once you've offset that there, you're going to do the same thing here. Another hint for this part is if you're getting too large, if your folds are maybe too big or too small and you don't think you're going to get to the edge here and with an appropriate amount of distance, what you can do instead is you can actually cheat a little bit. You can fold over your existing fold, that extra slack that you accidentally worked in, and you can just make it more compact and get that back in line with the edge of your flag, and that can save you from accidentally losing the shape you want, it becoming too wide or too spread out and not looking right. Same thing, fold that there and tuck it in. So I mentioned a little bit earlier about having a color guard. Basically the way that works, if you're going to be folding a real flag, maybe putting it up at the beginning of a troop meeting, taking it down at the end, or if you're at a camp where you get to be part of that flag ceremony, you want enough people to do the job properly. Some people will say you must have 4. Some people will say you must have 5 or 6 or 3. The reality of the situation is you want to make sure that you have enough people to get the job done. So to make sure the flag doesn't accidentally drop, make sure that you can get the flag up without it looking unprofessional. I like 4 people being involved, and maybe if I get access to a giant flagpole, I can show you what that would look like at a later time. Anyways, this is how to fold an American flag, or again, make a paper football. If you're interested in how to play table football, that could be the subject of another Daily Digital Den meeting. It's a super fun game that you can play at home with your family. All you need is one of these and a flat surface. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe and enjoy practicing the skill to folding an American flag. Thank you. Peace.